Well, good morning, everyone. This is Paul Romero with the Swiss Gold Global Independent Business Owners Training Review number 6. Generally, it's on this call is myself and John, my real estate business partner, and also my Swiss Gold Global Network Marketing direct upline. But unfortunately, John had a side project this morning that has obviously run a little bit longer than he anticipated, so he may not be able to make it here today. So it looks like it's just you and me, guys. So anyway, this morning's call was quite awesome. I got a couple of stories that Jeff tells that I really enjoy, and this is the one that he told this morning is probably one of my top 2 favorites. You know. And it kind of goes along the lines of everybody having challenges in their life. And what the story is this is about a young Chinese boy who goes to his father. The boy's coming of age and learning about the world, and he goes to his father and he says, "Father, I would like to know what is the secret of success." And his father says, "Well, son, there's only one way for you to learn and understand the secret of success, and you're going to have to journey to the wise old shaman's house to get that answer." And he's like, "Oh, okay, well, can I do that?" He's like, "Sure, you can do that if you're up to the challenge." And he's like, "What do you mean up to the challenge?" He says, "Well, it's a very far journey. It's going to take you 5 days to get there, and you must forage through the jungle and cross the desert and cross rivers and climb mountains, and it's going to be a real challenge for you. And so you must really, really want to know this answer in order to do this." And the boy says, "Well, I'm ready. I'm ready, Father. This is an answer I feel that I have to know." So he gets him all set up, and the boy sets out on the journey, and it's everything his father said and more. It's the most difficult journey he's ever traveled in his life, and he crosses rivers and forages the jungle and climbs mountains, and he finally gets to the shaman's house, and the shaman greets him and says, "What can I do for you, my son?" And the boy says, "Hey, I'm here to. I've traveled 5 days here. My father has directed me that this is where I have to come if I wish to understand and learn what the secret of success is." And the shaman says, "Well, very good. Come on in, son." And so they sit down and they have some tea, and the shaman says, "Let's have some tea and let you rest a little bit from your journey before we get into the lesson of the secret of success." And so they get comfortable, and the boy gets a chance to get his bearings back and feel good about himself again and build his strength back up a little and all that. And he says, "Okay, my son, let's follow me, and we'll begin the lesson." And so they head out the back of the cottage, and they go down this little windy trail, and they come down to a river with a big open kind of a pooling area, and they walk out into the river about shoulder deep. And the shaman turns around to the boy, and he puts his hands up on top of the boy's head like so, and the boy's just sitting there looking, going, what is this going to be all about? And then the shaman just plunges him down underneath the water. And the boy's underneath the water, flailing around, going, "Oh my gosh, what just happened here? I have no idea what this man is doing." And he didn't have a chance to get a breath or anything like that. And he expects that he's going to be letting him back up any second now. And then, as the seconds go by, and he's not letting him up, and he's not letting him up, and he tries to stand up, and he tries to stand up, and he can't, and because the shaman's pressure is too great upon his head. And so, as the moments go by, he feels more and more like, if I don't get out of this water, I'm going to drown. I need to get some air. And he tries and tries, but he still can't do it. And finally, with all the energy he can muster, he pushes forth and busts through the water and gasps for a big breath of air. And as soon as he gasps for the big breath of air, the shaman pushes his head back down underneath the water again. And holds him back underneath the water, and the boy's like, he only had one big breath of air, and he's like, "What is going on here? I have to get out of this water, or I'm going to drown." And so he's pushing and pushing and pushing, and it's too hard, and it's too hard, and it's too hard, and it's not happening. And then he realizes that if he doesn't get out at this very, very second, that it's going to be all over for him. And so he musters up every last bit of energy that he has and just pushes with all of his might, pushes himself up out of the water, gets a gasp of air, and just screams at the old man, "What is wrong with you, you old man? Are you crazy?" And the shaman looks at him and he says, "When you want success as badly as you wanted that breath of air, you shall have it." And I love that story because, I mean, realistically, if you want success, you really have to want it. You have to want it badly, which is what we've talked about dozens of times, is having the burning desire. You've got to have a burning desire to have success. That's where it all starts. Most people don't have a burning desire. They just have they have a want, and a hope, and, a wish, which, wants and hopes and wishes get you nowhere in this world. Only a burning desire, which creates a drive to take you where you want to go, is going to have you give you the ability to achieve success in this life, and in business and in anything that you do. So that is a story that I love. Jeff tells that story often. I'll tell you that story again and again as well too. So I hope you like it, because you're gonna hear it more. So from there, we went back into the where we left off yesterday with the law of success, which, as we mentioned to you, and if you didn't write this down yesterday, you probably want to write it down today. The law of success states that I will be paid in direct proportion to the value I deliver according to the marketplace. And again, just a real quick recap is that, a couple of key things in here: the value that you deliver and the value that I deliver, and according to the marketplace. As I stated yesterday, it's not according to what you think. It's not according to what your partner thinks. It's not according to what your friends think. It's not according to what your family thinks. It's all according to the marketplace. The marketplace in and of itself is, kind of this invisible being. It's just out there, but it is what is going to bring your business clientele and success. So that's a very key factor, is to realize what the marketplace says, not what anything else says, not what the statistics say, not what everything else says. Well, I guess the statistics are part of it. That's definitely, you have to know the statistics to read your marketplace, but it is the marketplace, not what you think, not what your buddies think, not what anybody else thinks. And then we looked at, just a real quick recap of what is an entrepreneur. That's an entrepreneur basically is someone who, anybody who's out and doing a business on their own. But the real heart of the description of what an entrepreneur is a person who solves problems at a profit. Very simple in its simplistic form. If you think about it, pretty much every business that you know of offers a solution to a problem, wouldn't you say? A grocery store offers a solution to hunger. An attorney offers a solution to legal problems. A craft store offers solutions to, someone's desire for something to do. So every business really in its root core is offering a solution to a problem. So if you're looking to be or become an entrepreneur, find a problem, figure out how to solve it, and then take your solution to the marketplace. That's what it's all about. So, but again, too, solving problems. So now we get to the value. What is the four factors of your value? Okay, you've got a problem that you figured out how to, and you're bringing it to the world. So, excuse me, how do you determine your value? Because your value is what's going to ultimately determine your success. So we were talking about the 4 key factors yesterday of your value, which we discussed. Number 1 was demand, and that is, how much do people want your product or service, and most importantly, how much are they willing to pay for it? And then we discussed supply, which is how much of your product or service is already available out there in the marketplace, and your USP, which is your unique selling proposition, which is how you differentiate yourself from the competition, and gather a larger share of the market, grab a larger market share. And so today, the number three factor of your value is quality. Okay, and so how good is your product or service, right? That's when we talk about quality. That's what we mean. How good is your product or service? Wouldn't we agree? Pretty simple in its base form there. How good is my product or service? Well, obviously it makes sense. You have to have a quality product. You have to be delivering a quality service, because if you don't, people are, sure, you might sell a few. You might perform your service for a few people, but word's going to get out that your product is a piece of junk, or your service is doesn't deliver up to what it promises. And you're gonna fail. That's simple as that. Your business will go nowhere if you don't have a quality product or service. So everybody knows that. The second portion of this, which is really the key factor to your business, is not necessarily how good is your product or service, but how good are you at your business and delivering your product and service. I'm going to cheat and look at my notes here. So, yeah, okay. So you are your business. You're the face of your business. You're what runs your business. And so how good are you at your business is really where the quality portion of this comes into play. I mean, if you understand, in the world, the best people at what they do are the ones who get paid the best, right? I mean, look at your star athletes. The people who perform the most, that score the most points, that win the most tournaments, whatever the case is, they're the ones that get paid the best. The best make the most money. That's pretty much a bottom line to how the world of finance and money and everything else works. But most people in a business, they don't seem to get that little concept that if they want to get paid the best, they have to be the best. They just have this lackadaisical kind of, oh, that doesn't really apply to me. I just have to put in a good enough effort, and and it'll all work out. Well, you know what? It doesn't. You have to become a master at your business, and you have to do that through learning. Most people, that's what the problem is for most people, is they just don't want to learn anymore. They just want to get something, put it together, and then just make it happen. Well, that's fine. It'll happen, and you'll go along day by day, and you'll struggle along day by day, and you'll work your tail off day by day, and you'll make money day by day that is enough to feed your family and pay your bills, and but it's not enough to take you where you really want to go, and it's not enough to fulfill the full potential of your business. I mean, every business out there has unlimited potential if you put it in. You put in the time and the effort to give your business the ability to grow to its full potential. And most people just don't get that part of it. Like I said, they just put in a lackadaisical effort, which is going to produce a lackadaisical, mediocre result. And then they sit there and wonder why their business is only going so far and they can't do anything better. But when it comes down time to 5 o'clock, instead of saying, well, I should probably stay here and do this, it's like, hey, it's quitting time, I'm going home. So where and who do you learn from? That's the next question. it's very important that you are, if you're building your business, that you're building it the right way. There's plenty of ways to improve and build your business, but you want to do it in the right way. So you always want to be searching for those who are already doing it. I mean, there's pretty much nothing out there that no one's already doing, unless you're into the, you know, the techno development world right now, the West of today, and that's where that's where the most creative people are, who are doing what no one else is doing. The most creative minds are in those areas. But for the most part, everything that's out there as far as running a business goes, it's all been done before. You know, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Find somebody who's doing what you want to do and do what they do. You know, watch what they do, see what they do, ask questions about what they do, read about what they do, and do what they do. It's just that simple. Learn from the people who are doing what you want to do, and that's how you can gain the best knowledge and achieve the fastest success and growth. Is just by modeling others who are who have what you want and who are doing what you want to do, and that in and of itself is the one place where most every business out there has the greatest ability to build and grow their business to whatever it is that they want it to be, and that is within you. You as the leader, as the owner of your business, learning and growing and developing and getting better and better at every aspect of your business day by day is the best possible way for you to grow your business. And in fact, it's really, you know, the only possible way, to be honest with you, because if you don't start here, if you don't take this upon yourself to make yourself better day by day, then what's going to happen is you're not going to have the knowledge or ability to make any other aspect of your business any better day by day, and therefore your business is never going to get any better day by day. So it all starts with you. It all starts with you, and it all ends with you. So, you know, I mean, it all can end with you too. That's the scary part. You know, when you don't do anything and your business ends up failing, you know, there's going to be nobody there standing beside you that you can put the blame on. It's all going to come down to you. It all starts with you, and it all ends with you. So that's pretty much where we are. There's still one more for your value to the marketplace in your business, and we'll be discussing that tomorrow. So for now, I want to end this call with a fair a farewell of you know, just wish you all a good day. Get out there and you know, make it happen. Be strong. Put your warrior cap on and do whatever it takes to get done what needs to be done. And you know what? Take the time to learn something today.